Stop 24 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to the Irish Hills of Brooklyn, Michigan, and Michigan Speedway on this 2-mile D-shaped racetrack as we're set for running of the Champion Sparkplug 400 as we're set for 30 laps of action on this racetrack as we're down to the as we're around the far turn and head for home on this season in this road to the championship as the we get set for racing here today. On the pole it is Kyle Matthews, who's actually tied for the lead in the points, believe it or not. Here, yep, comes in tied as the points leader here at Michigan. Pole's qualifying at 196 miles an hour. He'll be alongside number 89, Quentin Moore, the Racing with Jesus Dodge. Here, Matthews winner twice this season at Martinsville and Rockingham. Here, Quentin Moore, he won the season at Atlanta. Second row, Levi McIntyre, 99, the Aflac Ford Fusion. Alongside of him, the two-time winner of the season, Keith Batson. He won at Riverside and Talladega, the Quality Care Ford, car number 88. McIntyre won the season at Dover. Third row is all Penske, car 2, Dylan Young, and number 12, Johnny Gardner. Here, Gardner won the season at Pocono. Fourth row has Charles Sanford in car 24, the DuPont Chevy, and number 33, the four-time winner of the season, Zach Rogers in number 33. He won at Bristol, Texas, Richmond, and New Hampshire. Next row down has Cole Deaver in car 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevy, and number 98, Seth Cole, the winner of the season at Auto Club. Sixth row will have the man who Kyle Matthews is tied with him for the points lead, Joshua Osborne, going for the Michigan Sweep. He won this track as well as the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. Alongside of him is Jesse Turner, who won at Watkins Glen this season, the 01 U.S. Army Pontiac. Next row down, Rob Evans in number 8 and 43, Mike Becker, the Daytona 500 champion. Next row down, Daniel Bouchard in 55 and 48, Michael Whitman. Next row down has number 7, Jackson Haywood, the XFRS Ford, car number 7, and 16, Family Channel Ford, Paul Mennick. Next row down has number 26, Zach Winkle in the Irwin Tools Ford, and number 28, Texaco Haviland Ford of Cat Batson. Next row down has Sky Cummins in 40 and 21, Benjamin Miles. Next row down has car number 25, Phil Parker, who won at Darlington. Beside him, number 14, Mobile One Office Depot Chevrolet of Tristan Allen. Next row down, number 4, William Brock, and number 11, Mitchell Collins, the FedEx Office Toyota. Next row down has 20, Emmanuel Hartnett, the Dollar General Toyota, and number 15, Quality Care Ford of Ryan George, who won a second race at Pocono. Next row down is Ryan Brommer in the Valvoline Ford, car number 6. He'll be alongside car number 31, James Henry. Next row down is Shane Lake in the Pennzoil Pontiac, car number 30, and number 9, Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet of Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has number 00. It is Kev Shearer, who won at Sonoma this season. And beside him will be car number 19. It is Carson Gum, the Dodge Dealers Dodge. Next row down has number 22, Dylan Poteet, and number 18, Matt Haas, who won the first time he was at Talladega this season, the Winston 500. Next row down is the man who shocked them all at Charlotte, Matthew Logan, the Tide Pontiac car 32, and number 71, it is Jeremy Diaz, and starting shotgun the field will be car number 1, Nathan Ormond, and number 5, Jay Jefferson. This track at Michigan, 2 miles in length. It is 18 degrees of banking in the turns and 12 degrees of banking in the tri-oval of the racetrack here. The track is wide enough for some 3, maybe 4 wide racing. And remember the last time we was here at Michigan, we had a tremendous finish between Joshua Osborne and Levi McIntyre for the win, with Osborne taking first place in that race. It said he's going for the Michigan sweep. They're going for the sweep. And he and Kyle Matthews are tied for the lead in the points, by the way, coming into this event after despite disastrous outings at Watkins Glen, the last race we brought for you on the tour. In-car cameras today will be carried by Dylan Young, Charles Sanford, and Cole Deaver. Here comes the command to fire the engines for this, the Champion Sparkplug 400.
Drivers, start your engine!
That's the way to get a race going. The field of 40 cars begins to roll off here, and of course, we mentioned we got 24 races. This will be 24 in the books after this race here. Well, next race on the tour after this one here at Michigan will be the always exciting Busch 500 at Bristol, Tennessee, for some Bristol night racing. Then after that will be the Southern 500 at Darlington. Then after Darlington will be the last nighttime short track race of the season at Richmond, Virginia, for that race. And then after Richmond, we go to Dover. After Dover, we go to Martinsville. After Martinsville, it'll be the last short track race of the season at North Wilkesboro. After Wilkesboro, we go to two others at North Carolina, Charlotte, and then Rockingham. Then after Rockingham will be Phoenix. Then after Phoenix will be the finale at Homestead. So that's that's the last 10 races coming up after Michigan. Like I said, the road to the championship, well, gonna get here should be pretty good here in this race. Pontiac and Dodge on the front row for this event. Kyle Matthews on the pole, and alongside Quentin Moore, the number 89 car. Then you got two Fords in row 2, two Dodges in row 3, two Chevys in row 4. As the field comes off the fourth corner here, field coming down for green flag racing, and we are underway in the Champion Spark Plug 400 here at Michigan. And a good start there by Quentin Moore. Kyle Matthews apparently did not get a good start here. And 4 wide in a turn number 1 for third spot. Gardner and Batson leaning on each other. This is not going to end pretty. Come off the second turn. Let's see what happens here off the second corner here. And around goes Gardner and Dylan Young into the wall hard in the front on the backstretch. That did not go well off the first corner. Meantime, Kyle Matthews is going to lead him back to the caution flag. Wait, we're still green. How did that not produce a caution? I don't know, we might get one here. They're 3 wide now, bouncing off each other. Poteet, Shane Lake, and Ryan George are still going to be 3 wide off the second turn. I thought that was a caution flag for sure with Gardner and Dylan Young. Both cars caved in a bit coming off the second turn. I swore I had yellow flags turned on. What the heck is this? Anyway, Kyle Matthews leads the race. Second is Quentin Moore. Seth Cole's third. Cole Deaver fourth. Fifth is Jesse Turner. Joshua Osborne sixth, and seventh is Charles Sanford. Eighth is Rob Evans. Ninth, Daniel Bouchard. Battle for 10th between Zach Winkle and Keith Batson. That's 10th and 11th. Michael Whitman with a good day. We're so far running 12th in the Jimmy Johnson colors. They come up the fourth corner here. That is a 2007 Jimmy Johnson car that Whitman is driving. Let's take a look back as to what happened between Johnny Gardner and Dylan Young. They got 4 wide between Gardner, McIntyre, and Dylan Young. Off turn 2, they came. They got together. Young's car hit so hard it pancaked that side of the car, and Gardner's car ended up in the wall as well. Meantime, battle for the lead. Quentin Moore's gotten by Kyle Matthews. Here comes Cole Deaver to the low side. Car number 3, the GM Goodwrench Chevy. On board with Cole Deaver in the number 3 Goodwrench car. finding the bite off the second turn, and look who's right there behind Deaver. It's also Matthews' championship rival, Joshua Osborne, as he tries to get by Seth Cole on the outside of the track as they go through turns 3 and 4. And there comes Kyle Matthews to the low side of Quentin Moore looking for the lead. Quentin Moore usually runs well here at Michigan. He's won here before, and so too has Matthews, I believe. Deaver's never won here, neither has Seth Cole. So today could be the day for those two drivers. Now finally, Osborne gets by Sanford for 5th position. Jesse Turner in 6th. Sanford's now dropped to 7th, now in the number 24 DuPont Chevy. And here comes Keith Batson to the low side in 88, the man who won at Riverside and also won that tremendous finish at Talladega in the Die Hard 500. Meantime, Zach Rogers, third in the standings, makes it 3 wide. He's going to take position away from both Evans and Bouchard. Off turn number 2 they come, and so moves Zach Rogers up to 9th position now in the Skull Bandit Chevy. Rogers having a great season on his comeback. Slumped a little bit in the middle of the season, though, but since his win in New Hampshire, he's been back with a vengeance. Meantime, 3 wide right there. Michael Whitman to the low side of both Rob Evans and Dana Bouchard, and Benjamin Miles got a little bit loose in 21. Jackson Haywood in the 7 car. There's 43, Mike Becker. There's Zach Winkle in 26, 28 car, Cat Batson. 6 car, Ryan Brommer. Levi McIntyre is now dropped back a bit. McIntyre clocked last time by a 19th position. William Brock behind in 20th, and Mitchell Collins in 21st. As Collins looks to the low side of Brock for position, that's the number 11 FedEx Toyota. And here we go, 3 wide again, turns 1 and 2. McIntyre says, "I don't want any of that. I want out of this. I want out of this eye of the storm here." Meantime, Paul Minnick in the 16 and 40 of Sky Collins joins that choo-choo train to the low side. Ryan Brommer in the Valvoline Ford looks down to the low side. He's going to get by Brock. Now here comes the low side of Bouchard in 55, and McIntyre's stuck in the middle in number 50 in the number 99 car. Meantime, battle for the lead developing here. Kyle Matthews to the low side takes the lead from Quentin Moore as they come off the 4th corner. I think we'll hit the 11th lap here. We're down to 19 to go here at Michigan. Joshua Osborne, though, he saw Matthews lead that lap. He wants those 5 points to try to offset what Matthews is doing here. I know we still got 10 races to go after this, though, but it's not early to talk about points. You can look back at any race and say that's where I lost the championship or won the championship, whichever way you want to put it. Seth Cole trying to give Osborne a bit of a push right there as they come out the 4th corner. Cole Deaver, meantime, gets by Jesse Turner as the Dale Earnhardt Colors moves his way through the field. There's a good look at that number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevrolet, and you got the Dale Jarrett cars behind. That's Keith Batson. And meantime, here comes Quentin Moore back to the left side of Kyle Matthews for position, and here comes Osborne. He wants to follow through with Quentin. Quentin Moore driving the Morgan Shepherd cars now moves back out in front here at Michigan as they come out the 4th turn on the start-finish line. 17 laps to go in the Champion Spark Plug 400. Don't pencil in your winner yet, though, neither, because this race is far from over. Osborne's car, you remember as I said, won that battle between he and McIntyre down to the line in the Miller Lite 400 at this race, at this very same track. You can bet it's the same setup they have underneath the hood of that number 78 Toyota. Here comes Osborne. He wants to lead his lap. He saw Matthews lead his lap, and Osborne wants to offset what Kyle did by leading his 5 points. And Matthews saying, I'm seeing you going to the front, Joshua. I'm not going to let that happen. Quentin Moore, though, meantime, he keeps the lead going through 3 and 4. Osborne regroups, tries it again, come off the fourth corner now, and gets a good run off that fourth turn. Let's see who leads this lap. The 89 car or the 78 car. Who leads this lap? It's going to be Quentin Moore by about a half a car length across the start-finish line. Moving into turn number 1, it's going to be Joshua Osborne out in front in number 78. And he's got the push from the 42 of Kyle Matthews. In the meantime, Matthews is going to get the shove from Seth Cole, Keith Batson, Charles Sanford, who now ducks to the low side. Both the 88 and the 24 cars do. And now they're going to start a train here, but Sanford gets caught on the high side now behind Seth Cole. And that's going to let Osborne pull away to lead his first lap of the race. So Osborne now offsets what Matthews did by leading his lap. So both of them now get the 5 points for leading a lap. You also get 5 points for leading the most laps, and you can bet they both want that. Quentin Moore so far has led the most, so he's got the 5 in his column for the moment. That is unless if Osborne can lead the rest of the race and go on to win, and he'll get not only the win but also the 5 additional bonus points for leading the most laps. But any of these drivers can still possibly do it. Of course, Quentin. Of course, if he goes on to win his race, of course he'll be the one that gets the max points. Keith Batson to the low side of Kyle Matthews. This is for third place. Matthews running third, Batson in fourth. And here comes that 33 card. Zach Rogers looking for the league leading 5th win of the season. Several drivers in this pack looking for their first wins of the season so far, though. Cole Deaver looking for his first, and so is Charles Sanford. Never thought I'd be saying that about those two. And here comes Sanford. He wants to follow Zach Rogers in turn number 3. Rogers gets by Deaver, and I think Sanford is going to as well. And Seth Cole maybe as well in 98. Now Seth says, I want to race side by side with Deaver, and he's going to come off the fourth turn. They're going to go toe-to-toe with each other, a pair of black cars. One's a Chevy, the other's a Ford. 19 down, 11 to go. Meantime, we got a battle going on right here back there as Benjamin Miles leads this pack of cars. Jackson Haywood, Rob Evans is in this mix. Daniel Bouchard, Mike Becker, Mitchell Collins. Collins has moved his way through the field nicely in that 11 car. He was about 20th the last time we talked about him. Levi McIntyre trying to work his way back into the field at 99 car. 10th place, by the way, 2.7 seconds back of the front 9 cars. And look at Daniel Bouchard make a power move on the inside of that 43 car. Michael Whitman's in this mix, so it's the 6 car of Ryan Brommer, 40 car of Sky Commons. 26, Zach Winkle's in there. Battle going on side by side between Ryan George and Paul Minnick. And the 28 car of Cat Batson. Kev Shear now goes to the low side in the 00 car. He's got Matt Haas shoving him in the 18. Let's see where everybody else is running right now. And look at this mess of cars right there. Nathan Orman leading that pack of cars right there. Poteet, Hartnett, William Brock, Matthew Logan, Shane Lake, Jay Jefferson, 71, Jeremy Diaz, Carson Gum, who's been on a tear as of late, but he's now slid back. Then the damaged cars of Dylan Young and Johnny Gardner, the two Penske cars who lost out big time on that first lap melee coming off turn number 2. That pretty much ruined their days of racing. Here comes Quentin Moore down to the low side of Osborne. Nothing doing. This time by will be the completion of lap number 23. We'll have 7 to go here at Michigan. Joshua Osborne looking for his 3rd victory of the season. Quentin Moore looking for his 2nd. Kyle Matthews looking for his 3rd. Jesse Turner looking for his 2nd victory of the season. Keith Batson looking for his 3rd. Seth Cole looking for his 2nd. Cole Deaver and Charles Sanford both looking for their 1st of the year. And Zach Rogers looking for his 5th. Here comes Matthews to the low side. He's gotten by Turner. Batson got doggone close to turning Matthews around. And look at this mess there. That's Seth Cole, and he's going to turn. Oh, my. I thought they were going to make it 4 wide to turn number 1. That would not have been a smart move, as we saw with Gardner and Dylan Young. That would not have been smart, and Batson's going to sneak by them both. But Matthews says, I want to win this race, and he looks slow on Batson now for position. That's for 3rd. Behind Osborne and Moore, they're going to take off and possibly lead them all to the line if this keeps up. They thunder into turn number 1 once again. Batson goes to 3rd. Can they catch the 78 and 89 cars? That's going to be, if they stay hooked up like so, they might do it. We usually use the terms drafting at Daytona and Talladega. Michigan's got you can use the term drafting at Michigan as well, because it does play a big part. Because this technically is also a super speedway. Although not as high banked as you see at Daytona and Talladega, where it's 30-some-odd degrees of banking. This, as we explained earlier, this is only 18 degrees of banking, and it turns in 12 in the Trial Bowl. This is more of a D-shaped racetrack here. And then here comes Quentin Moore to the left side for the lead. Quentin floors the throttle on that Dodge to the low side. Osborne's Toyota stays hooked up on the high side, keeps sleep for the moment. Is Quentin going to get the run off that 4th corner? Let's see. Nope. Osborne's going to say, I want this win. 3 to go. And look who's coming. It's Batson. Car 88. He's coming. That may be the 89 car's best friend if he can get Batson to hook up and try to get by the 78 car. Toyota in 1st, Dodge in 2nd, Ford in 3rd. And here comes Batson, says, heck with the drafting help. I want to win this race. Here comes the Pontiac of Jesse Turner to the left side. 2 laps to go. And Turner's going to make a 3 wide. He's going to spoil the party for Batson. 3 wide, 2nd place. Matthews is up there. And all this is helping Joshua Osborne a bunch. He says, I love it. Go battle better. I'm going to take off and win this race. Joshua Osborne, the Trekker Boats Bass Pro Shops Toyota, rounds to number 4. Now he's got a substantial lead right now. White flag here, Michigan. Osborne out in front. Margins now ballooned to 54 hundredths of a second between the front 2 cars. Batson goes to 2nd place now. As they come off turn number 2, Joshua Osborne. He won the season at this track at Michigan in the Miller Lite 400. He also won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona for his first plate win since he won the Winston 500 at Talladega some seasons back. And now he's gonna take the now he's got the Michigan sweep and the points lead as well. Joshua Osborne wins the Champion Spark Plug 400 at Michigan. So Joshua Osborne takes the 78 Tracker Boats Fast Push-Ups Toyota of his favorite driver, Martin Truex Jr., to victory lane, and as I said, has the points en route to what may be his 4th championship in this series. Keith Badson finishes in 2nd position. 3rd will go to Jesse Turner. 4th will go to Charles Sanford. 5th to Kyle Matthews. So Matthews does not lose much points-wise, though it's still going to be a battle between those two. But, oh, the track we're heading to next, everything could change there as we head to Bristol next on the tour. That could be the wild card right there. Seth Cole finished 6th. 7th will go to Cole Deaver. 8th to Quentin Moore. 9th to Zach Rogers. And 10th will go to Benjamin Miles. Average speed, 191.955 is the average speed of this event. So 24 races are in the books and 10 races left to go on the season. Oh, brother, this will be fun. Rest of the finishing order for you here. Levi McIntyre, 11th. 12th will go to Mitchell Collins. 13th, Rob Evans. 14th will go to Jackson Haywood. Michael Whitman, 15th. 16th will go to Sky Cummins. Daniel Bouchard, 17th. Ryan Brommer, 18th. Mike Becker, 19th. And Kev Shearer comes home in 20th. Rest of the finishing order for you here. There they are. Cat Batson, Ryan George, Zach Winkle, Matt Haas, Zachary Fitzwater, Phil Parker, Dylan Poteet, Paul Minnick, William Brock, and Tristan Allen, the top 30. Then James Henry, Nathan Orman, Matthew Logan, Shane Lake, Emmanuel Hartnett, Jay Jefferson, Carson Gunn, Jeremy Diaz, and I tell you what, and 39th, Dylan Young, 40th, Johnny Gardner. That's going to kill those two in the points. For sure, because I think they were both in the top 10 coming into this event as well. So that's going to hurt them both points-wise. Unfortunately for them. And they both had high hopes in possibly having a good enough car that can win today at Michigan, too. But chalk up number 3 this season for Joshua Osborne as he wins the Champion Sparkplug 400. And as I mentioned, has the points lead now coming out of Michigan as well. But like I said, at Bristol, anything can happen, and usually does on that track, too. So, should be exciting. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got in our races, gaming videos, in our online races as well. And don't forget to check out the our other offline series, too, including Seth's brand new Pedigree Xfinity series, as well as the Duracell Cup series, the Boas are All Pro series from Michael Norman, and on Thrash Mania 899's channel, the NSRA Marvel Studios Cup series. Be sure to check those series out as well, and also check this channel out as well. You will not regret it. So that will do it today at Michigan Speedway. For now, this is James Walton in production of the NNSCRA Offline Racing as best. We will see you at the high banks of Bristol.
Greg, did you have any ignition problems?